Hi Denise, I looked into it and I found 3 ways to make rubrics. So I'm going to show you that. Okay, first thing, click on child development. So here we are, and I know it's like I'm about to create an assignment and I need a rubric and I know what that's going to be. So I'm going to come under here under grade setup and I'm going to click rubrics and I'm going to say add rubric. And so I'm just going to call this number 1 and whoops, la 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 la, and I'm going to create it. All right, cool. There it is. That's easy. And so within this particular class and any other sections that are linked to it, I can use this rubric. Now, you can't use it anywhere else except in here unless you save it to resources. So we can come here and save to resources. Now I've set up some folders and I have a home folder. Within that folder I have rubrics and I can save this copy there. So now number 1 is going to be saved there. Okay, so if we come up to resources and I look in rubrics, I can see there it is. There's number 1. Now the tricky thing, if I want to, this is just sitting there, right? Just sitting there. So in order to use it in a class, you have to come over here and you have to say add to the course. So I created that rubric inside of the child development, but if I want to put it in interior design, because it's just a basic rubric, and I click that, loading, okay. So now I've added it to environmental design. So if I come over here to environmental design and I say add materials and add assignment, and I go la la, and I think it's going to want me to do a category, and where's that rubric? I'm sorry, right under my nose. Okay, there it is. There it is. And I can use that rubric because I saved it to resources and then I added it to this class. Okay? So that's really important. So that's one way that you can do that. Another thing, let's say you're making your assignment and we're going la 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 la. My category is grades, and I don't like number 1. I think I want to create a new one. Or you weren't going to use a rubric and then you decide to, so you're going to create number 2 rubric. So you can create it, and there it is, right inside of your assignment if at the last minute you decide to create it there. So that's loading. And then we can come over here to grade setup just to see, and let's click on rubrics, and then there's number 1 that we imported in, and then here's number 2 that we created inside of our assignment, and there it is. So you will be able to use this inside this assignment, but you go, oh, I love this, I want to share it to my resources. So then, share it to the resources again, and now it's saved. Go to resources, click on your rubrics. Oh, there's number 2. Say, I think I want to use that in child development. And then I'll have to add to the course. And I want to add it to child development. There we go. So now I've just shared a bunch of things there between 2 classes. Okay, see how I did that? So that's 2 ways. You can create it through the gradebook setup. You can create it inside the assignment. And then you can also say add resources, add rubric. And this would be number 3. And I'm going to create it. So now it's at the bottom down here. I can move it into my rubric file. But that's sitting there. I created it. It's like, you know what? I would like to use number 3 in my child development. So I'm going to add it child development. Okay, see how that works? So if I were to go back to child development and create an assignment, la la la, category grades and my rubric. Look at, see those rubrics that I just created? This one I created in the grade setup, this one I created inside the assignment, and then this was created in resources. And they were all shared back and forth by adding to class and so forth. So that is a very convoluted way of showing you that, but I hope that helps. Okay?